welcome to Loopy Mabel's Closet. My name's Jane. So today's video is another in my series of cosy vlogs. I've got loads to tell you, loads of things I've been up to the last 7 to 10 days or so. Gardening, sewing, fabrics, knitting. So grab a coffee and I'll be right back. Hi, welcome back. So before I continue, if you just found me and you fancy following along with me, I would love it if you subscribed, hit the bell, and then you'll never miss out on any of my creative content when I bring it out. So like I said in the intro, yes, what I've been up to in the last 7 to 10 days, I think it's been since my last video, I have been doing a mammoth garden task. So if you follow me over on Instagram, you'll have seen daily snippets of what I've been doing, and the garden has basically taken over a great big chunk of my time. I started it just under 2 weeks ago. I'm going to pop some pics up of before and afters and what have you, and a little bit of garden footage, but yeah, it's took a lot of my time and energy. Oh, it was really hard work. In hindsight, it was a lot for me to take on, little old me on my own. My mum came and helped me, God bless her, and we were out there in all weather. I mean, it's beautiful today. It's been gorgeous the last few days actually, but when I decided to have a go at doing the garden, it decided to rain, and it rained all week. But that wasn't going to put me off, because once I started it, I wanted to get it finished. And there was a lot of mud involved. I was 2 inches higher at the end of it because I had so much mud on my shoes. But my mum came and we just worked in the drizzle, in the rain. If it really poured down, we used to come inside, wait for the rain to go over, and off we go back out again. And yeah, it was a bit of a mammoth task to be fair. But before the garden, it was just green lawn. There's green lawn on the bigger side of the garden, and there's green lawn, or there was green lawn in front of the summer house. And I just thought, just because it's green lawn and because it's there doesn't mean to say it has to stay there. Just going through Pinterest, I love it on there. I was then going down a rabbit hole. Do you? I go in looking at one thing and I end up completely looking at something else. But on this particular occasion, I was looking at like garden ideas. I'm trying to build up sort of like an English country garden, secret garden type of look, obviously within reason, and that's what I put in my search, and it came up with all these gorgeous, beautiful gardens. And there's one picture that particularly caught my eye, just of a summer house like mine, and with like gorgeous cottage perennials either side of a windy path, and I just thought I would love to do that with mine. So I said to John, can I dig the garden up? And John's like, yeah, do whatever you want type of thing. So I thought, right, that's it. I'm just gonna go and do it. So I went and got a load of reclaimed bricks, the old bricks that had come from, I think it was from an old warehouse, these bricks. So I went and got my bricks, went and got my sand, and I had some paving stones that were broken, so I could do like a little bit of crazy paving. And then I got a couple of bags of like gravel type of thing, and I literally just dug the turf up. It took me a few days to dig the turf up. That was an absolute killer. That really did drain my energy, and I am quite strong, but my body tells me afterwards that there's certain things that I shouldn't do, because I've got quite a bit of osteoarthritis in the hips and the shoulders and my hands. But I'm very, very determined, and I wasn't going to let it put me off. But I was like walking like a 103-year-old woman the same day on the night after I'd done it. And anyway, we carried on, me and my mum. My mum helped me. I did all the physical work. My mum did all the pretty work, things that were pretty. And I just got it done. My son said, Mum, why didn't you tell me? I would have come and helped you. I said, yeah, but you were at work and I didn't want to, we'd be waiting for you, what to do it. I get a beamy bonnet and I just want to get it done. And I knew I could do it. It just physically was a little bit draining. So literally within, I think I did the windy path. It took me the day to actually do. I was quite chuffed with myself. I got the spirit level out, I put the sand down, made sure it was level, and tampered it down, and then we put the line of bricks first, and then I put the paving stones down, and then the gravel, and then either side of that I created two kind of country cottage type borders. I will pop some footage up and I will show you what I did, but just give you a bit of intro what I did, and obviously put the plants in, and those plants are all new plants from the garden centre. I have been growing some seeds as well, some seedlings, so it's going to take a while for them to get established. So I'll stop talking. So I'm just going to pop a little bit of footage in just to give you an idea of what I've been up to. what do you think of my garden? I absolutely love it. Totally, I'm totally thrilled. I'm so pleased with myself. My mum keeps coming round and sitting in the garden having a coffee because she's absolutely thrilled with it. And yeah, I just absolutely love it now. I fell back in love with my garden. I always like gardening, but kind of fell out of love with it a little bit and what have you, and with lockdown and I don't know. And my sewing kind of took over more than maybe it should have done. Become a little bit obsessed with sew every day, and the garden took, I suppose, a little bit of a back seat. And now I'm determined to do a bit of both because I do enjoy the gardening, and if I can keep it maintained, then there's no hard work, as well as not as much hard work as when you let it get overgrown. Like the side of the car, that was really bad, and that's going to be something different as well. I've got plans for that side of the garden, but I won't go into that just yet. That's plans down the line, and if I do it, I'll obviously share it with you. But this side of the garden, I'm absolutely loving it, and as I say, I want to be able to do a little bit of gardening, enjoy that side, creative side, and then do my sewing. So try and get a little bit more of a balance in my life, because I think my sewing was just like everything else tend to take a back seat. So anyway, that's what I'm doing. So I'll still be sewing, but obviously, and gardening, two things that I really love. So that's what I've been up to, and as I say, it's been really hard work. And then in between all that, I had my second COVID jab. I wasn't as bad as my first vaccine. All I had was a little bit sore arm, which we all get, but really tired, on top of being tired from doing the gardening. So I have been really tired, but that's not stopped me. I just keep on going and nod off in front of the TV at night. I'm like a nodding dog at night. The last few days I've been just like that, in front of the TV like this. But yeah, so that's what I've been doing. So that's my garden, and obviously I'll share with you what I'm planning on doing on that side if I get to do that. So that was my garden, and then I've been doing my knitting. And if you remember, not a few vlogs back, I showed you I was following that vintage waistcoat pattern, but it was a knit one, purl one, knit one, purl one, over and over and over. And if you remember me saying, it was really aggravating my wrists. My wrists were really starting to get sore, and my hands doing that repetitive over and over all the time. I tried continental knitting, I just can't get away with it. So I wasn't really enjoying doing it because it was just I wasn't really enjoying doing it. It was just getting a little bit painful on the old wrists and what have you. So I pulled it out, and I am not going to give up. I'm doing it again. I'm doing another, like a grandad vest, because I absolutely love the grandad vests to pop on. And I'm just doing ridge stitch, which is 3 rows of knit, 1 row of purl, so you get that kind of ridge. Really simple, and I quite like that little texture that you get with it. So this is the front, I believe. I'm just onto the rib of the back. Really quick now, and it's a lot easier on my wrists. So that's what I've been doing. So it's took me a while, because obviously I was working on the first pattern, wasn't loving it, pulled it out. Well, I kept on going with it, thinking keep going, but as I was going, it was getting bigger and bigger. I was thinking I'm just not enjoying it, and my wrists were hurting. So in the end I pulled it out. Not deterred, cast on straight away and changed it to this, and I quite like the texture. So it's not completely plain like a stocking stitch. It's just got that little bit of a ridge in it, which I quite like. And I love the colour. It's like a cornflower blue, bluey colour, lilac-y, touch of lilac. It looks more lilac on the screen, but it's cornflower blue type of shade. So that's the update so far on my knitting, and I've got some really lovely knitting patterns to do as well after I've done this. I'll share them with you in my next vlog. So that's what I've got so far on my knitting. Fabrics, I've got a few fabrics. Now I've got a plan. If you remember, I made the Eve pants by Merchant and Mills. I put a picture up of me wearing them. I absolutely love those pants, and I made them in like a linen viscose blend, and great for through the summer. They've got like a little bit of a tapered leg, which I quite like, pockets and what have you, and a little bit of, I chose the option with the turnips. And they're just great to pop on with a blouse in the summer with some sandals. And I thought I'm going to make another pair. And I've got this exact same material as the ivory linen viscose that I made them in this lovely like a denim-y blue. I've had this since last year, so I think I've got enough. I hope I've got enough, so I'm going to make another pair, which I think will go quite nice with that blue double gauze top that I made not long ago. I thought that'd go quite nice with that as well. And it's the Eve pants, and I'll just show you the pattern, the instructions, so you can see the lined drawing there. Really, really lovely sewing project. And there's a couple of options, so you can go with just like the hem, or you can go with the turn-ups, and there's got some lovely patch pockets on the back and the zip, the side zip. So I'm going to make another pair of them in this lovely denim blue viscose linen. I think it'll go with quite a lot of things in my wardrobe. I am a little bit short. I've just gone through my wardrobe on like floaty blouses, like floaty type of blouses and dresses. I don't really have many summer dresses. Not that I'm a great dress wearer, but when the sun's shining like this, I just thought, well, you know, if I just wanted to pop a nice dress on with me white pumps, I haven't got anything like that at all. I tend to live in my jeans. That's why I'm making some linen trousers. So I need to maybe make a few more floaty type, viscose type, floaty type of blouses to add to my summer wardrobe. So that's the sewing plans hopefully for this week. I hope to make them this week. And I'll go on to my latest make as well behind me at the end, but I'll just go and show you my fabrics that I've also got. So I've got a couple from Minerva, and these are part of my blog role for Minerva as an ambassador. And I've got this one here, which I think I've got 2 meters of this, which is like a corally peach, all my colours. Yeah, very similar colours to that one, which was in Minerva, but more of a bolder print, still floral, but a little bit more bigger print to it. And I think this is a lawn, cotton lawn, and it's got the old gold. It's got the dusky pinks, it's got the peachy, the terracotta. So I'm not quite sure what I've got planned with that yet. But obviously this is a lawn, so it's not going to make a floaty top, but it's going to make a really pretty summer blouse. I'm not quite sure. I might do another sage brush, I'm not quite sure, but maybe different sleeves. I'm not keen on those sleeves. Or I may end up doing another of my latest creation. Might do another one of them, we shall see. But yeah, so I just want to show you what I've got so far. So I've got this one, which is really, really pretty, cotton lawn, got 2 meters of that. And then I've got this other one, which is absolutely gorgeous, and I've got 3 meters of this one, if I remember rightly yet, because this I wanted to make a dress with, so I've got plenty this time, in this gorgeous floral, very old-fashioned looking print. And again, this is a cotton lawn. I just thought, oh, how pretty is that? It's got all the colours. It's got tealy blue, it's got pinks, dusky pinks, based on a kind of like a orange, delicate orange background, and it's just filled with, I think, the roses, little rose buds. They're my 2 Minerva makes. Obviously floral, because I'm going to go for floral because I love a floral. Nothing planned as in which patterns I'm going to go for, but that's going to be dress, because that's why I got the 3 meters, and this is going to be blouse come smock length, if I've got enough, type of top. So they're my Minerva fabrics. And then I got this gorgeous, I'll call it dirty pink, from the Sewist, and I'll pop the links obviously to everything that I mentioned in the box below. And this is a linen, I think it's a linen blend. Got a nice plain dress in this, so I think I got 2 meters of this, 2.5 meters. Oh, there we go, here we are. It's a viscose linen with 3% elastane in it, so it's a little bit got stretch. That's right, I remember a stretch linen blend, linen viscose blend. Gorgeous, like a dusky, dirty pink. It's very, very similar to this one, but there's no stretch in this one. And this one washes beautiful, and the more you wash it, the better it gets. Anything like that linen I just love. So yeah, so I've got 2.5 meters of this, and again, hopefully a nice plain dress. So that's that one. And then from the rag shop, these are both new fabric companies to me. I thought, well, I'll try somewhere different, and I got this one, which is a rayon linen mix, and this is called Cornflower, and I got 2 meters of that. Couldn't resist it. It's absolutely beautiful, and it's got that gorgeous linen type of slub in it. Turquoise background with a white flower and that pop of yellow. So again, summer type of smock length dress cum blouse. And then this one is a chocolate floral viscose crepe, and I got 3 meters of this one. Again, this is definitely earmarked for a dress. Lovely floaty dress. This one I've just made is in a viscose crepe, and it's just so floaty. It's perfect for a dress. And I just love all these colours, autumnal type of colours, all my type of colours, and I just thought it would just make a perfect floaty summer, maybe midi maxi length dress. Again, floral. And this one's not floral though. This one is gingham. I mean, who doesn't love a gingham? And this is just a pink gingham, and I got 3 meters of the gingham, and this is 100% cotton gingham. It's beautiful quality because it's cotton gingham. It's not the poly cotton. I don't like the poly cotton gingham at all, but yeah. And again, something nice and fresh and crisp, like a nice blouse type of thing for this one, because you can't fall off a gingham. Whatever you're making gingham, it always looks fresh and crisp, doesn't it? And summery. So there are my 3 fabrics from the rag shop. So 2 new fabric companies, the rag shop and the Sewist. So I'll pop the links for both their websites in the box below. And then finally, what have I been sewing? Well, obviously I haven't done awful lot of sewing because I've been in the garden, but I have been working on my latest pattern draft. Now, if you remember, version 1 I did with the button detail down the back, and this is version 1, and I could only do the short peplum because I didn't have much fabric. Absolutely love that, which I did in that gorgeous cotton lawn. Put the buttons down the back, and I just thought, oh, it's too pretty to have the button detail down the back on this one. So then I did version 2 in this cotton Rose and Hubble cotton poplin, and I put the button band down the front, which prettier. And then I had a little bit more fabric so I could do a longer length skirt on there, and absolutely love that way that turned out. So that was version 2. And then for version 3, this is what I've just made this week. This is in a viscose crepe from Minerva, and had much more fabric so I could do the longer length, and this just comes to below my knee. So I've got the 3 different lengths, and I'd like to make version 4, which is more midi maxi kind of length, which is all good for my research, obviously, for when if I ever do come to make it into a pattern. It's all part of the research on what fabrics work and what fabrics don't work so well. So version 4, I might make version 4 in that one. We shall see. And on this one I had a go at, I was going to do some shearing, but I thought, right, I'll just put some elastic in like I did on these. And on this one I changed the width of the elastic, so I did like a wider elastic. I just stitched it in with a zigzag stitch to give you that gathered effect, which I really think is really simple and nice effect. But on version 4, that's what I was going to do. On version 4 I'm going to do the sleeves with some shearing, just to see which I prefer, because it's all part of obviously research, as I say. But apart from that, I'm absolutely thrilled with this design. And when I got the fabric for this from Minerva, when it was delivered, I I knew it was floral, but I didn't realise it was that big floral. I didn't realise the daisies were that big. But I thought, no, make it up, you know. Got to try things outside the box, which I did. Popped it on yesterday for some photos, and I'd absolutely love it. So there, it just goes to show, don't be so blinkered, Jane. You know, don't think immediately, oh no, you're not going to like it. You know, try it, which I have done. I really do like it. It's so fresh, and it's absolutely beautiful drape. And there will be a full blog post on this over on Minerva as well if you fancy reading. But yeah, really, really pleased. So there's versions 1, 2 and version 3. So yes, that's what I've been up to the last week or so. A normal service will resume now because obviously my garden's all done, just tweaking it here and there. I'll be able to do my garden, enjoy that, and potter about and what have you, and also do my sewing. So I've got the 2 things that I love. Hopefully get the balance a bit more better now. So that's it for today's video. Hope you've enjoyed it. Please let me know what you think in the box below. Let me know what you think of my garden, and let me know what you think of versions 1, 2 and 3. And I shall obviously keep you updated on my knitting, keep you updated on version 4, and I shall also keep you updated on how I get on with my Eve pants. And if you would like me to do a sew along or anything like that on how to make the Eve pants, let me know in the box below, and I would love to do that for you too. And don't forget to follow me over on Instagram. Come over and say hello, and you'll get daily outfit inspirations, just outfits I've created for my wardrobe. But yeah, until next time, thanks for joining me today, and I look forward to seeing you on my next sewing vlog. Bye for now, and happy sewing!